Hi guys, welcome to Kevin's Tried and Tasted. This is the Supermarket Plonk Showdown Part 2, and we have the two German guys in town tasting today. So we've got a Soave from the north of Italy from Lidl, which costs €3.99, so €4 for this one, and we have a Soave from Aldi, which costs €4.99, so €5 for the second one. So on paper, this should be pretty much a hands-down win for Lidl, since this is a Soave 2009 Soave Classico, and plus it's cheaper than the other Soave here. Now, Soave Classico is basically the classic. It's a Soave that's from the original heartland of Soave. So you'll also see this in some other Italian regions, a Chianti Classico, a Valpolicella Classico. So basically what happened is, when all these wine regions, say Chianti for example, started getting popular, the politics and the winemakers, they decided to enlarge the region as a whole. So what you'll normally find is that, so what a Chianti Classico is what the original region was designated when it became famous initially, and when it got its first DOC. So you'll have a Chianti Classico, which would be a very kind of small region, and then the Chianti region as a whole would be much bigger and probably 2 or 3 times the size. So this is where we have the Soave. So we have a Soave Classico and another, just a regular Soave here. Now this can be, now as we were saying, this is the original heartland of Soave, the 2009. But I do know for a fact that to qualify for a Soave Classico, the wine has to be under cork. So you can't have a Soave Classico which is on the screw cap. So this wine's on the screw cap, so technically this, I'm not exactly sure, it doesn't really kind of elaborate much on the back of the label, but this could possibly as well be a Soave Classico, but just under a screw cap, so can't use that designation. Anyway, enough gobbledygook talk. So we have the two heads up here. So we've got the €4 Soave from Lidl, and we've got the €5 Soave from Aldi. Now, there's a bit more of a kind of golden hue to the Lidl Soave. A bit more of a colour to this. Both of them are 09, so both of them the same vintage. This one is just a little bit more watery, the Aldi, but they both look perfectly fine. There is a bit of a kind of a bit of bubbles or a bit of kind of frizzante action in the Aldi Soave. This one here, Glasione Italiana, which I don't know. There's no real kind of producer on that. I haven't got a producer on the bottom of that one. But this one here is the Vinarus Soave Classico. I discovered Vinarus is a kind of a German wine label that look after a number of wines, probably just mainly for the Lidl. Could be just their wine arm of the company. But anyway, so let's smell the Soave Classico first. Lovely nose on that, clean, fresh, good kind of citrus element fruits on it. Pleasant nose. Very nice. Actually, I didn't mention the grape in Soave is Gargarein. Oh, I always pronounce this wrong. I have to look at drawing. Garganega. Garganega is the name of the grape, and it's from the north of Italy. The Soave used to be very popular before, years ago, but not so much anymore. I remember the first time I ever had a glass Soave, it was absolutely revolting. I literally couldn't drink it. It was so acidic and metallic and terrible wine. Since then though, I've had some lovely Soave, so it's definitely a varietal and a region that I'm quite interested in. So anyway, that was a nose on the little one, quite pleasant. A bit richer on the Aldi nose. Actually getting a bit more of a kind of pear element to this, a bit of pear skin, ripe pears, with some good citrus fruits as well. Another pleasant nose. Yeah. I don't know if I think they're both. It's about it's even scores there for both noses. To be honest, I probably would prefer the Lidl one. To be honest, a bit more of a kind of citrus element. But anyway, let's go. Pretty good, pretty good. Good acidity on the palate. Good food, full flavours. Good length actually. Here I'm getting more of a. I thought the length was coming towards a kind of pear finish, but I'm getting a bit more of a citrus finish here now again. And even when I'm speaking here now, the length is still there. Very, very serviceable wine for €4. This Soave. Good stuff. Good stuff. Even now, it's still getting more. It's coming down to a kind of a mineral tinge there on the end of my tongue here. Very pleasant. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Here we go for Aldi. €1 more expensive, remember. So this is €5. Fuller on the palate as well. It's not as acidic as the little one. The little one has a bit more bracing acidity. This is more kind of full, richer fruit flavours. I'm still getting the pears in there. I'm getting kind of maybe slightly underripe peaches as well. Good kind of citrus backbone as well to it. More taste there. That is quite serviceable. They're both very drinkable. I'm not exactly sure which I prefer. That's really nice actually. This one's really some good fruit flavours on this. I think if you prefer more of the kind of fruity style, if you're a fan of Pinot Grigios, this €5 Soave from Aldi will suit you nicely. It's good fruity flavours on that. Not too dry. It's not too light. Well, it is. No, sorry. It is a very light, clean, fresh white wine. Good fruit flavours. It's not too watery, as I should say. But it's not as dry as Sauvignon Blanc. So if you're a fan of Pinot Grigios, this is a good one. Let's have another taste of the little one here. Reminds me quite a bit like a Gruner Veltliner I've had recently. Good bracing acidity on it. Very nice one. Actually, I actually quite like that one quite a bit. It really kind of suits me. Quite tingling acidity on it. It's not too dry, but it's got that bite to it. If you kind of like your New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, I think you might like this. You might find it maybe not as extravagant, I might say, as a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, but for €4, I think a lot of you will be really quite happy with this wine. Just think you can get 3 bottles of this for £12. It's actually quite astounding, to be honest. I really was waiting and anticipating to kind of lambast both these wines for literally being either watery or absolutely undrinkable. But they both have pleasantly surprised me. Both very, very serviceable, and you know. If someone told me that these are €8, €9 a bottle, I would believe them. I think it would be a fair price. So at the prices they are, they're an absolute bargain. There you go, €4 Lidl Soave Sauvignon Blanc drinkers, €5 Aldi Soave, and for your Pinot Grigio drinkers. There you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And one other quick question: do you like my haircut? Also, you'll see below if any of you are kind of interested on how to go through the motions of tasting and assessing a wine. I came across a lovely video blog by Eamon from mygreatescape.ie. You'll see the link down below, and so check him out if you're looking for kind of a wine tasting tutorial. Nice, quick, short one. Thanks again, guys, for watching. There's going to be a couple more episodes of the Supermarket Plonk Showdowns, part 3 and 4 coming up. So keep an eye out for that. Good night. Thank you.